Hi Virgo. This is a reading for a a sun, moon, or rising Virgo for the full moon in Leo happening at the end of the month around January 20th or 21st. Between that time period, depending where you are in the world. I was meditating on your energy. Say Libra. Are you dealing with a Libra, Virgo? I was meditating on your energy, Virgo, and I kept seeing the color green, which is the color of your heart chakra, or your heart chakra energy. What I was feeling for you is this full moon phase is you're going to be coming into a greater self-acceptance, self-love, self-actualization. As far as the particular astrology for your sign, this full moon phase is there's going to be, a focus on those items. It's going to be like that for the collective, but for you there's definitely going to be a focus on really accepting and loving yourself. I also, which is also your symbol in the major arcana in Tarot, I kept seeing the image of the Hermit. Hermit is about going within and finding your truth and seeking out what that means for you. And by going within, I think people get a little bit intimidated by the energy of the Hermit. The idea of going within or hermit seems kind of an odd idea to our culture, but maybe that's something that you need to do during this phase to get to that point of self-actualization and self-acceptance, or that's something maybe you're coming out of. And in this full moon phase, what that means for you is going to really come into focus and come into your awareness, and what that means to fully love and accept yourself. I'll tell you, in my own personal journey with my healing, it honestly really came for me when I developed a healthy level of self-love. Most of my life I really haven't known what that really means. People make the comment, you can't love anybody else until you love yourself. And I always heard that, and I understood that, but I never really understood that until I went through my awakening and I went through my period of healing. When you start to love yourself and fully accept yourself, it becomes easy to draw boundaries with people. It becomes easier to go after the things you want. It becomes easier to cut off negative people. It becomes easy to leave relationships that are not serving you, because you are so in love with yourself that you just won't settle for anything less than what is in your highest good. And I think that's really something that's going to be coming into focus for you. I'm going to keep shuffling and try to get a few more cards for you. Okay. 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 When I was shuffling, I kept seeing the devil. Now, when I was shuffling the cards, I kept seeing him in the upright. Now, the devil in the upright, the devil can symbolize, it typically symbolizes Capricorn, the sign of Capricorn, or that energy. I've Some people interpret it as Scorpio energy. The devil can speak about addiction, toxic behaviors, codependency, unhealthy attachments to people, places, or things. In the reverse, it means that you're coming out of that you're recovering from that, or you're moving away from that type of negative or toxicity. Maybe you've been struggling with this energy. Maybe you're coming into focus, or what's coming into focus for you is what parts of yourself maybe you're not so happy about. The shadow self, the shadow side. What parts of yourself that you maybe need to come to peace with and learn to work with and accept, or what of these behaviors in your life that are going to be eclipsed out during this full moon phase, coinciding the full lunar eclipse in Leo. The devil can also talk about sneakiness. You did get, I can't think tonight, the Seven of Pentacles, listen to me. The Seven of Swords. This can talk about sneakiness, getting away with something, kind of maybe winning, but maybe you cheated a little to get there. It's that kind of energy. And then you've also got the Ten of Swords, which is the ultimate pain and heartbreak. But a ten is completion. It means you're coming to the end of this. This is over. Maybe you were in that energy because of someone else's sneakiness. Maybe your own poor choices, maybe you were this energy to somebody else, and it resulted in some heartbreak between you and another person, or because of shady or sneaky type of behavior, it caused you some pain and heartbreak in a job or other situation. You also got this Five of Pentacles energy, which is about being left out in the cold, being ghosted, being just dropped without no explanation. But I'm feeling that you're coming out of that, or you're about to be moving past that, especially seeing the devil like that while I was shuffling in the upright and then he coming out in the reverse. I'm really feeling that you're moving away from the negative, or that is something that is about to be eclipsed out of your life. You've got this Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about planning and looking ahead and, okay, what do I need to do next? What direction do I need to go in? You've also got the Ace of Pentacles, which is about a new, stable, this Pentacles, it's earth energy. Earth energy is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is your own energy. This is a new offer that's stable. It can speak of a new job, typically something typically money related, or something physical, with this pentacle here. Something you can see, smell, taste, touch. And there's some kind of new energy coming in for you in that regard. After being hurt and left out in the cold. You've also got Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands sometimes can be seen as, if your question is about love, this can be seen as kind of like a player energy. He's in, he's out. Maybe this type of energy is what put you in this hurt, but the Knight of Wands also could be you taking quick, rash action because of a new offer. You've also got more fire energy. You got the Knight and King of Wands, which is fire energy, which is the King of Wands is a leader. He's about expansion. He's about seeing the bigger picture. I'm feeling, and King of Wands can also represent Aries or fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. My brain is just not functioning at the moment. I'm feeling that you're harnessing this energy along to kind of get this new opportunity or new financial opportunity off the ground. You've learned some painful lessons, maybe from someone else's shady or sneaky behavior, or your own shady, sneaky behavior, your own mistakes. You've learned some lessons, and you can appreciate. Okay, I had to have those missteps. Those things had to happen for me in my life. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here in this position of knowledge and experience to really know what is best for me. Sometimes in life, and I can speak of this from my own personal experience, sometimes we look back on things that we did, and there's things that I've done, and I'm disappointed, like, wow, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I behaved that way. I think sometimes that type of experience is needed so we can feel the repercussions of that behavior, to fully understand both sides of it, and to be able to have compassion and forgiveness for other people when those sorts of things are, maybe some kind of misgiving is done to us. We can look deeper and understand, okay, that person was coming from a place of hurt. That person was coming from an unhealthy place, and this is why this happened. And we can have greater compassion for them. Not to say you should put up with abusive or mistreatment from other people, but it's helpful to really understand that there's two sides to every experience, and being in the receiving end and on the perpetrator end, or the giving end of that, it helps to see all sides. That sometimes also our actions and words and behaviors maybe are not always perceived or interpreted the way we intend them to be. And it helps to be on both sides of that situation. You've got the Seven of Wands. This is kind of, you see the gentleman in the picture, he's very defensive. You're kind of on the defensive. You're kind of like ready to fight, like, I definitely can see why somebody would be in this energy if they've come through something painful and they're starting out new. It's like, all right, I got my guard up. I'm pushing forward. I got my guard up. I'm kind of being defensive in a self-preservation mode. You don't want to necessarily stay in this forever. There is something to be said about learning how to integrate energy and learning how to work with different energies and different forces. Constantly remaining on the defensive can be very exhausting. And honestly, at the end of the day, there's no need for you to defend yourself and defend the things that you had to do to survive, or defend how you had to heal yourself. If you had to go within and withdraw from people, places, or things to heal yourself, you have nothing to be defensive about that.